Hey, all my preppers, what's up? It is your girl, author, and culinary motivator, Denise. And today, you all know how I feel about appetizers. Well, baby, we're going to take pasta and give it a new twist. We're going to make pasta appetizers today, right here on Prep2Live. All right, so I love pasta. There's a story behind that. What had happened was, growing up, like my brother and sister were older, right? So in my house, it was just me, my mom, and my dad, because my brother and sister were older, doing their own thing, dating, going to college, all that stuff. But I was the kid in the house. So being the baby, I was very protected. When I came home from school, from elementary school, I could not go in my house and stay by myself. So I would always have to go to my neighbor's house. And the house was occupied by this woman, her dad, and their big old German shepherd named Duke. So I would come home from school. Ann Barberry would be teaching. She was a teacher. And her dad, we call him Mr. B. Mr. B would be there waiting for me to get out of school. So I would go next door to Mr. B's, and Mr. B, listen to his last name, Barberry. He was Italian to the umpteen. Soon as I come in the house, eat. You gotta eat. Come on, you're not gonna be bones around here. You got to eat. And manja. And boy, would I eat. I love pasta. And of course, the garlic was flowing. So my mother, I would come home, and my mother would be like, don't talk to me. Go brush your teeth. So I love garlic. I love pasta. Thank you, Mr. B, in heaven, and thank you, Ann. So today we're going to talk about pasta, because I learned from him there's so many different pastas. So many. So you got sheet pasta. Ain't that crazy? You have long pasta, short pasta, dumpling pasta, filled pasta. But today we're going to deal with 4 of them. Sheet is manicotti, and I'll show you what that is. Sheet is like lasagna. That's a sheet, because it's a sheet. I'm just saying. But so we're going to work with manicotti. That's how you say it, okay? All right, so I'm going to do a stuffed, fried, manicotti. Oh, baby, you ain't ready, but we ready. Let's go. In here, you can have ground pork. You can have ground beef. Have some Italian sausage, hot, mild. Just do your meat. Do it how you want to do it, okay? And you're gonna brown that in a skillet, right? You just brown it. How about you put no oil? You just brown it. Oh, so there's a little crunch to that, right? Because you can see that there's a little bit of a crunch to this. So you already know that that's not beef. That's not pork. That's not turkey. That's protein meat, but Italian. Oh, it's so good. But like I said, you do you, and I'm gonna do me. So this is really pretty. Look at that. Oh. This is plain and Italian, seasoned. People. And that has been browned in the skillet, and I just crumble it up. That's it. Of course, how you gonna eat Italian and not have mozzarella? There it is. Put that in there. I know this is gonna knock you off your socks. I'm not gonna say cream cheese. We're using cottage cheese, small curd. Okay, don't use the big ones, use the small ones. And we're gonna put that in there too. And we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna mix it up. All right, so remember, we are gonna use a sheet noodle, and that's manicotti, okay? Or manicotti, whatever you wanna call it. But it's just like lasagna is a sheet noodle because lasagna is in a sheet, and this, if you open it up, it'll be a sheet, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, so I have the meat mixture. I also added some of my own marinara sauce in there. And yes, I do have gadgets. Remember, the gadget queen. This is a teaspoon. Like when you make tea and you want a long spoon because the glass has got all the goodie at the bottom. Well, I'm going to use that today to stuff this. All right. So you basically put it on your hand so that your hand is palming the bottom. And you just stuff it. That is all. It's messy. So what? It's so good when it's done. Get in there. And you want to really stuff it. So, you know, these were cooked. Directions on the box. And you don't want them, you want them al dente. What that sound like? Sexy or something? Come here, you al dente. No, that just means you don't have mush as pasta. That means you still have some firmness to it. But if you bit into this, you could eat it. All right, so I'm gonna fill these up. So I got them all stuffed. And once I stuffed them, I put them in the freezer for about 20 minutes so that they could be extra firm when I fry them. Let's go. This pan, this good vegetable oil is hot. It is so hot. Listen, so what we want to do is we're going to take the stuffed manicotti, and we have 3 eggs that I whipped up. We have some good Italian artisan breadcrumbs. So you got all them herbs in there. And we got plain old flour. So what we're going to do is, we're going to try to get this in this bowl. I think I need a bigger bowl. And we're going to sit it in here and get it all egged up. And then, good people, you know, you already know. You already know. Now, because I want them to cook evenly, I'm not going to put them in one by one. So I said this was extremely hot. Do you believe me? Oh yeah. Now you know, being that hot, this will not take long. I try to make sure that the recipes I give you won't take long, so you don't have an excuse to prep to live. Okay? And these can be made ahead of time and heated. Look at that. Give her a little paper towel, because she gonna have work to do. Fry it up, people. Remember I said a while ago, everything in moderation. That is why I'm making them into appetizers, because you can have a little appetizer that's fried. So what, we're gonna do 2 of them today. I think y'all need to get, I'm gonna pull one up real quick. You know that ain't right. You know ain't nothing. Oh. So what I do is I let them, you know, get their little fry on right now, and then I'm gonna turn them. So I give them about maybe 4 minutes on each side. Maybe 5. we done it. Look at that. So I drain them a little bit like that. But then that's what the plate is for. People. Come on. Look at the... Oh. We're not finished. No stretch of the imagination. Sometimes I say to myself, self, you wrong. But you're right. Yeah. Oh, that baby brown now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at the end. You know what that is. Ain't nothing but meat and cheese. Oh, oh, look at this. That, you know what that reminds me of? Crust on chicken, fried chicken. That was my favorite part when I was eating meat. Give me the skin. That's fried. The worst part. There you have it. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna let them cool a little bit and show you exactly what we're gonna do next. So you prepping with your girl, Denise, you know, the culinary motivator and author. That's right, we's got us a journal. Make sure you pick yours up. Amazon got them. Get them and use it. I'm telling you, you can write these recipes in there. Talk about your day in there. You need this. This is your companion on your journey to health and happiness. And of course, watching us on all social media. We're on, what are we on? We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on YouTube Sundays at 5, and Inspired Living Network, Roku TV at 7 on Mondays. We're everywhere. You can't get away. So, remember I was talking about the different types of noodles? This is so cute. This is bow tie. It's a little short noodle. You know, like elbow macaroni. Those are short noodles. So we're going to use this today. And you know what we're going to do with this? I'm sinning today. Wouldn't this be a nice appetizer? So let's fry it. Come on. All right, we got us a little bit of olive oil. Now, I like the light olive oil. And this great pan, of course, it's purple. But we're going to heat this up. And we're going to actually fry the bow tie. Can you say that quickly? Fry the bow tie. Fry my bow tie. Fry my bow tie. So we want to get it all the way all over this pan. While this pan is getting hot. And you see, when the pan gets hot, the oil kind of separates. That lets me know. Don't you touch that. Don't do it. I've had enough, okay, of accidents, all right? So we just want to shake it around again and lay the bow tie. You don't want to crowd the pan, so you may have to do 2, layers. I got about I want to say I got maybe 8 ounces of a bow tie. So I'm just going to put that in. And as it cooks, it will, see that? That's the sound. That is the sound. And you want it to cook fast. You do. You're kind of shocking it. After you cook it, then you cool it by putting it in cold water, when you drain it. And then you shock it like this. I'm turning them. Look at the little brown on the back of them. Oh, I really can just shake them and turn them. But, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. They're actually fried pasta, y'all. And you see it's not a lot of oil, so don't go crazy. And it's olive oil, so we're doing all right. And it's an appetizer. But, check this out. You can honestly make meals out of everything we're doing today. You just make it in a larger amount. You won't cut the madi pot. You would leave this like this and just put it in a bigger bowl, make more of it. And you can actually make a meal out of these. So they don't just have to, look at that. If that's not the prettiest, look at that. Oh, they're so pretty. Look how nice they look. They dressed up. Oh. Nice. Okay, so these are pretty much done. You don't want to overcook them, but you do want them to have that pretty brown. And I'm just putting them on a plate with some paper towel to drain. But do you see how easy this is? I prepared the bow tie regular like the side of the box says. I'm frying them up. I'm going to toss them in all of these ingredients that I'll tell you about, man. And you got an appetizer. A few ingredients. I'm telling you, appetizers are the way. Like this could be, I'm the type of girl, I'll go out, I want appetizers, so I have stuff to choose from. Don't really need the entree. But I ain't no cheap date. What's his name? Trevor? I ain't gonna bother Trevor no more. All right, I want you to please, pretty please with sugar on top, look how pretty these bow tie pastas are. This is short pasta. Look at that. It's golden. Look at that. Look at that. Can't leave them like that though. Got a couple things you wanna mix with it. That would be chili powder. So you know it's gonna have a little kick to it. This is garlic powder. Didn't say salt, not one time now, did I? This is dry mustard. You know, I'm loving the dry mustard. And gotta have Parmesan cheese. Grated, of course. And I didn't grate it. You like my gadget? Isn't she cute? She's from New Orleans. She's from New Orleans. New Orleans. So I'm just gonna toss it. That's all. That's how easy this is. I'm gonna toss it, but once I get it tossed, when I don't have to move it anymore, that's when I'm gonna hit it with a little sea salt. Your food got to be pretty. My food got to be pretty. Like me. So, look at this. Talk to me. Tell me what you think. Let me know. Holler back. Because that right there is right. So, this pretty much is ready. So, I'm going to hit it with just a little sea salt. Not touching it anymore. And just in case you needed a little side dippity dip, you do remember we made marinara sauce. Well, I made some with a little kick to it. And that's what this is. Look at this. Oh, God, look at that. That is, listen, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. All right, so remember we had talked about different pastas. I mean, I think the most famous pasta of all is spaghetti, which is a what? Long pasta. You know why? Because it's long. But you will be so surprised at the different types of long pastas. There is one that I have not been able to find, but I'm going to find it. It is like a little wider in diameter than this, but it has a hole that goes through it. Can you imagine if you put that in sauce and then you bite it, you get the sauce inside? Ooh, come back. Come back for that. So we've got spaghetti cooked, regular cooked spaghetti, guys. Nothing different. I told you, this stuff is not hard. We're gonna toss it with a little bit of olive oil. You wanna toss it, just a toss it, just a toss it. That little bit of olive oil. This is the time you don't wanna cut your spaghetti. Some people cut it and then they cook it. You don't wanna cut it. You want it to be long, because it's long. You gotta spray your muffin pan. So here we have some, as my niece used to say when she was a kid, some spaghetti. So we're gonna put this in each hole, just Just like that. Oop, everybody get in there together. And together now. So you want to make like a little well in there. You can take your tongs. It's an emergency somewhere. But I ain't stopping. And just make like a little dent in there. Okay. You don't want to go all the way through. You just want to make a little dent kind of at the top. All right, so we have some marinara sauce. So we want to put a little right in that hole. Oh, look at that. It's precious. It's just precious. I have some seasoned, cooked meatballs. You know what type they are. Look at that. Look at my spaghetti and meatballs. You know what? This is a cute little idea for kids. I stole that from someone named Brianna. So you top it with some more sauce, babe. Mine, I got my foot pad. Oh, you ain't, we definitely not done. Yeah. Yeah. How can we not? How can we not? Say something. Close your mouth. If I wanted to make a mess, I'd close my eyes because it don't even matter. It's cheese. Cheese is good. This is hot. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on there. And we're done. Now, you're going to bake this at 375 for about, say, 30 minutes. Child, wait till you see what you have when it's all done. All right, so remember, we have long, short, sheet, dumpling, which we're going to do something real special with a dumpling noodle. It's called gnocchi. All right, it's spelled with a G, like G-N-O-C-C-I, but you don't pronounce the G in Italy, so it's gnocchi. But today, right now, we're going to talk about filled pasta, tortellini. There's 3 cheeses in here. Hurt yourself. Hurt yourself. Been cooked by the package, and we're just going to drop them in here. Why am I using another bowl? I don't know. I just pulled it out. It's not doing this. Now, I want you to add some sliced cucumbers and some of these beautiful, I love these tomatoes, especially those. The color, your food gotta be pretty, like me. But this right here, I love these. They taste so good. And I'm just dumping them in, people. So I made some pesto. We'll talk about that another time, another show. But if not, you can find pesto. So this is basil pesto. And remember that really delicious Italian dressing I made? I put it in there with it. Well, what you gonna do with that? Do that with that. It smells, the smell right now, I can't. Oh well, sometimes you got to go in. And you want to go in gently because you don't want to rip the tortellini. You couldn't believe that this was it. Absolutely not. Listen, the weather has broken. This is a room temperature salad. Wooden skewers. Please, people, understand that there's a pointed end for a reason. To help you thread it through the food. Let's get the thread. Let's start, because you're starting with the end. Get that? Whatever I put in here now is going to be on the end. Tortellini. Cheese-filled tortellini. With this pesto dressing on it, oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Tell me that ain't pretty. Talk to me. Say something. Let me hear you. Make sure you mix up your colors of your tomatoes. Honey, you just little niblets of stuff. You know, that's what we did today. Niblets. All pasta. Right here on Prep2Live. you have it. Look at the pasta appetizers. 3 different types of pasta. You got filled, because you have the tortellini with 3 cheeses. Come on. The bow tie, which are small. I'm gonna call these spicy bow ties, okay? These beautiful spaghetti cupcakes are amazing. Those are long pasta. And of course, we got the sheet pasta, the manicotti, fried and filled. Listen, this is how we do it at Prep2Live. We change stuff up. Ain't nobody got time to be doing the same thing over and over again. So make sure you test these out. Write your recipes in the Prepper's Journal, because there is space. Amazon got them. Need you to get it, and then I want you to use it, all right? Check us out on all social media. We are everywhere. We just everywhere. Check us out. Prep2Live, honey. Oh, Brianna!
Coming!
Come on, girl.
Excuse my appearance, y'all. I wasn't prepared for the camera.
Lies. She knows she want to eat every time we cook.
Oh, I'm gonna eat.
Why?
I have to be ready to move from one pasta to the next. There was one who called my name earlier.
Uh-huh.
I want to make sure that she's still here. Hey, girl. Remember me? Remember you?
Lord.